Have you ever felt?
Are you listening? Damn.
All right, so let's look at the price. Let's look what happened in the market, and what to expect next. First of all, before we will talk about some major fundamental things which I would like to discuss today, I will just show you this chart. And currently, as you see, we found basically the support at this line, which we did it like 1, 2, 3, now 4 times. Of course, you can like move it a little bit to exclude those weeks, but whatever, it's still somewhere around there. And also we bounced off the resistance line of this major wedge already several times. So actually we are approaching the level when we will break this wedge and go sideways, which is boring because some people say like $3,000 is the next $6,000 and it will stay there for next 3 months or 6 months or whatever, and it will be really boring. But the other option is that we will break it upwards and it will initiate some buying action, so we can go quite high and break all the patterns which we have here, or we will follow the wedge even lower, which is like down to 3,200 and below that. And the main point, it will be the lowest low, testing the lowest low around here and breaking this support line. So we'll see what will happen. Currently I'm still prone to think that we will go lower. At least there are higher chances to go low than to go high. We'll see what will happen. Basically we have like few hours to see how it will evolve. Currently like testing upwards, some price action, but you see the volume is actually pretty low, so nothing really outstanding. On this background, I would like to show you this news from Germany. Major German stock exchange to launch crypto trading platform in the first half of 2019. So again, one more institutional investor, institutional company, organization is FOMOing into crypto, into Bitcoin. And just ask yourself, why would they do that if they would expect like smart people, smart money with second sorry, I didn't say that, second largest stock exchange in Germany. Why would they risk to their money and invest in something which is not worth investing into, at least within the short time period from now? I would tend to think that they know what they are doing, and the more such things will happen, the more it will like evolve like a snowball. And now we had Fidelity and Goldman Sachs and many others, so you see that things are actually pretty much positive. So, but what I was going to talk about today is that I had a comment on one of my videos. The guy is saying that Bitcoin is basically probably will not be the major cryptocurrency in the future because it doesn't have a utility, and this limited supply is not isn't something that is worth the value, because like there are forks which split it and dilute it and so on, and there are other altcoins with better utility and so on. So what I want to say about that is there are, and also he mentioned that the financial markets which exist, like traditional ones, they don't need to have the sort of competitors in terms of in the as Bitcoin or as a lot of other cryptos. And well, this one is actually not correct in my opinion, because of the fact that financial institutions do need just the liquidity, and if crypto would provide them some liquidity, then they will just be profitable from that. So it's not an argument. Regarding the forks of Bitcoin, I must say that yeah, it's sort of a splitting of the mining community first of all, and in fact there are many forks of Bitcoin, but none of them are close to Bitcoin. And the thing is that there are fundamental reasons for that. But before going to those talking about those reasons, I would just mention the altcoins and the utility tokens. Of course, utility tokens may be great and have bright future and so on, but we must understand that currently, I don't know how it will evolve within 1,000 years from now, or like even a couple hundred years from now. But at the moment, the best utility, the best capital, the highest capital is in the financial sphere, because everything is like finances are the blood of the whole social system in our planet, and it's piercing everything which we have. So basically, it doesn't matter what you are dealing with, you still would have to go through financial system in order to make your business run. So basically, the store of value and the currency currency utility is the best in terms of the liquidity, in terms of the adoption. And now talking about the why Bitcoin forks and maybe even some other coins are not as good as Bitcoin. Well, a part of the reasons, like Bitcoin is the first big altcoin which is survived for longest period of time, like 10 years or whatever, and or something like that, around 10 years, and it wasn't hacked so far, and it has like a biggest trust, which is the most important factor for the currency actually. The idea is that, let's say you have the altcoin or the fork of Bitcoin, which has better performance, better characteristics, properties than Bitcoin, like faster transactions, for example, or cheaper transactions or something like that. What it would mean that there are other parameters which are worse in that case. So you always have to you would have those trade-offs in the overall performance of the blockchain. So when you have, for example, higher, faster speed, you may have lower level of the security of the blockchain, or trust to this transaction or something like that, and it may be vulnerable to hacking attacks and something. So again, when you are trying to improve your cryptocurrency parameters, you definitely would have to sacrifice with some others. And at the moment, as many people agree, as many specialists in crypto would agree, the Bitcoin has the optimal ratio of all of those parameters, and the major one, the most important one among them, is security of the blockchain. Like, if you don't have the security, everything else, it doesn't matter, because it doesn't worth anything unless as soon as you will be risking to lose your money in the blockchain. Like, imagine that Bitcoin will be hacked right now. It will be a disaster, right? But with its structure, with its unique nature, it's almost impossible to do that at the certain stage right now. And what you would think is, if the things will continue to evolve as they are right now, then it's either will be the same as it is, like Bitcoin will continue to be the first one. Of course, there are like Lightning Network that you can improve it and so on, or there will be some better technology. Yes, if it will be some better technology, then you may have an altcoin which would outperform Bitcoin and be safer and so on. But so far, there is no such technology, and until it will appear, we will probably have our major first cryptocurrency, Bitcoin, to be the first among the others, and probably will be the highest capitalization and so on. So that's the whole point. Please leave your comment if you have any thoughts and ideas about that. If you agree with me, leave a like and subscribe to the channel, and I hope to see you again tomorrow in the next update. Thank you for being with me with this video, and have safe trading, guys. Goodbye.